Welcome to English Conversation Podcast.
I once made a plan to change my whole life on a Sunday night.
That sounds dangerous already.
Very dangerous. I had a notebook, a new pen, and a serious face.
And how long did the new life last?
About 36 hours.
That is painfully familiar.
By Tuesday afternoon, I was back to my old routine, eating snacks and pretending the notebook did not exist.
Ooh. So this episode is for everyone who has ever said, "This time I am really going to change," and then quietly did not change.
Hey, English learners! Welcome back to the English Conversation Podcast, your cozy little place to learn easy English through real, everyday conversations. I am Wendy.
And I am Jim, currently recovering from many failed Sunday night life plans. Today we are talking about how to actually change your life, and not in a dramatic way. Not like deleting every app, buying a new planner, and becoming a completely different person by Monday. No, we are talking about real change, the kind that happens slowly inside normal life, with work, family, tired days, bad moods, and a phone that keeps stealing your attention.
And this matters for English learners too, because many learners don't only want better English, they want better habits, better confidence, and better follow through, which means actually doing what you plan to do. But many of us struggle there.
We say I will practice English every day, then life gets busy. We say I will exercise this week, then the sofa becomes very persuasive. We say I will stop wasting time, then one short video becomes 30 minutes in a completely different part of the internet. So today we are going to talk about change in a kinder, smarter way. Because maybe the problem is not that you are weak. Maybe the problem is that your strategy, or the plan you use to reach a goal, is weak.
And that is really the heart of today's episode. We are not just talking about wanting change, we are talking about how to make change easier to repeat. And I think this is where language can help too, because the way we talk to ourselves matters.
If I say I am lazy, I usually do not feel motivated. I just feel worse. And if I say I always fail, it sounds so final, like the story is already finished, but it is not finished. So later in Say It Better, we will take those harsh sentences and make them sound more honest, more natural, and kinder. We will also slow down some useful words in Word Tour that help you talk about habits, self-control, and real change.
If you are B1 or B2, stay with us. And if you are A2, don't worry about every word. Just follow the main idea. That is already good practice. If one phrase feels useful today, maybe write it down. Don't let it disappear after the episode. You can also practice more slowly in the English Conversation Club with the transcript, word tour, quizzes, and shadowing practice. The link is in the description.
All right, so let's start with the big question. Why do we want to change and still go back to the same old habits? Wendy, when you said your life-changing plan lasted 36 hours, what were you trying to change?
Everything? That was the first mistake. I wanted to wake up early, exercise, eat better, practice Spanish, read more books, stop checking my phone, and become a calm person who drinks tea near a window. It was not a plan, it was a movie trailer. I wanted the whole transformation immediately.
What happened?
Monday morning was good. I felt proud. But Tuesday came, the truth day. I slept late, skipped exercise, opened my phone, and told myself I would restart tomorrow. Wednesday became next week, and by Thursday, the notebook had disappeared. I told myself I have no discipline or willpower, which is the mental strength to control yourself, but that just made me feel worse.
Many people think self-blame is the same as self-improvement, but it is not. Maybe your plan was too big, too vague, or you tried to build 5 new habits at once. When you make change feel heavy and dramatic, the plan collapses when normal life returns. You are not broken, your system is just not helping you. A system is how your life is set up. your time, reminders, habits, and schedule. If you say, I will practice English every day but don't choose a time, place, or method, it is not a plan, it is a wish.
I think I often start with emotion. I watch a video, feel inspired, and think that is it. But inspiration doesn't always stay. On Tuesday after work, I am a different person. A person who wants rice and silence. If your plan only works when you feel motivated, it may not last. A good strategy asks, how can I make this easier to repeat? Not, how can I suffer more?
If you want to improve your speaking, don't say, I will practice when I have time. A better strategy is, after breakfast, I will practice speaking for 5 minutes. It feels small, but small is easier to repeat, and repeated action matters more than one huge effort. Most useful things, like vegetables and sleep, are slightly annoying, but they work.
What about procrastination, which is delaying something important even though you know you should do it? Sometimes we delay because the task feels unclear. Call my friend sounds simple, but your brain asks when. What if they are busy? What will I say? The task becomes heavier than it looks. Instead of saying, I am lazy, ask, what is the barrier making this hard?
If the barrier is fear, start alone. If the barrier is forgetfulness, use your calendar. If the barrier is boredom, make it a game. The better question is not, how do I try harder? It is, what is making this hard?
I also struggle with impulsivity, which is acting quickly for a quick reward without thinking of the long term. If I plan to work but my phone is there, I choose the easy thing.
Work with your impulsivity. Connect a reward to the good habit, like only listening to your favorite podcast while walking. Don't make every good habit feel like punishment. The point is to make the easiest useful thing you can repeat.
What about accountability, which means being responsible for what you said you would do? If I tell someone my plan, I am more likely to follow through because it becomes a promise, not just a private wish. But accountability should be kind and supportive, not shaming.
Change is not one big moment. It is many small designs, arranging your life so the better choice is easier. If one plan fails, you don't throw away the whole goal. You just adjust the strategy. If 30 minutes is too much, try 5.
Start smaller than your pride wants. My pride wants a 2-hour study plan, but my real life needs 10 minutes. The goal is not to become perfect. The goal is to become someone who returns after a bad day or after missing a lesson. That is how change begins to last.
Now let's slow down and practice today's powerful words: willpower, strategy, barrier, impulsivity, procrastination, and accountability.
These are strong, practical words you can use to talk about anything. You can revisit them in the English Conversation Club to read the transcript, try the quizzes, and choose one word that connects to your own life.
And finally, let's take some heavy thoughts and make them kinder. Instead of I have no willpower, say I am relying too much on willpower and need a better strategy.
Instead of I always fail, say my old strategy hasn't worked yet. I am still learning.
Instead of something always stops me, say I need to understand my barrier.
Instead of I cannot control myself, say I struggle with impulsivity when I am tired and need to make those choices harder.
Instead of I keep delaying everything, say I am dealing with procrastination and need a clear first step.
And instead of nobody checks on me, say I need more accountability. Remember, better English can also be better thinking.
Now we want to hear from you. What is one thing you want to change? Try to use one word from today in the comments. And if this episode helped, write, I don't need a perfect life. I need a better strategy.
Thank you for learning with us today. Take care of your English and the life you are slowly building.
Bye for now. Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we have thoughtfully selected for you.